Thank you. So with the 5 minutes, we'll really crank through this, but I want to start off by just encouraging the idea of shifting the conversation to decisions with precision. So as we think about that, I'll introduce AgWorks to the group here quickly. AgWorks has been providing agronomy operational software to the industry for 25 years this year. Our team back in Davenport is entrenched in ag throughout their careers, from the president, sales department, to the client services team. Our ownership in the McGregor company has been providing services as an ag retail company for 115 years plus. And then HighQ was born in ag retail 15 years ago. So HighQ is a little bit what I'm going to talk about. But to start this off, I want us to focus on a glimpse of treated acres. So while we see a large amount of data coming into the farms on a daily basis, no matter what operation we are doing, we seem to be not properly using this data on a wide scale. This is where I see the most pressing need right now in precision ag. We have a lot of pretty maps, but not necessarily a lot of legitimate data from Brandon Honeycutt. So to take the treated acres view a little bit further, as we break down, all trips across the acre, on average, 35% of those trips are variable rate applied, or what we would call precision, and then 65%-ish of that is going to be straight rate or chemical or otherwise. So, so what is needed in order for us to make informed decisions? So data, obviously. Everybody has been on panels and speakers, and Ron and otherwise have been talking about data and data management. So four primary things that pertain to that data that's important to us is efficient data management, which has been a common theme here. How do we get that data? How do we manage the data? How do we use that data? Large percentage of the field data. So the 35-65 that we were just talking about with HighQ by AgWorks, we're pulling in a vast majority of that, close to that 100% of that data, so you can truly see the whole picture. Equal and offsetting comparative data sets. So what HighQ offers is community datas, and you can build those communities however you wish, whether it be grower focused or regionally, county-wise, but it gives you a benchmarking tool to do that. And then non-biased community data. HighQ's primary focus in the industry is to serve the grower-retailer relationship and to give that data to you and make it available, and help you process all those things that are important parts of that. So there's some extra clicks built in here that I didn't know. What is ag's big data? So the assumed data points as it pertains to when we talk about precision is soil types, soil sampling, different layers of mapping, EC data, the list goes on here. And then completing the picture, what I want to encourage you to think about is the aerial applications, flat rate, market pricing, foliar feeds, fungicides, all that stuff plays into the overall data review of what we're looking at. So what's preventing us from servicing the growers in this whole data picture? Our vision is that it's just desperate data across multiple different systems, and we're going to work, HighQ will help bring that picture together. So what is the answer? Is it grower driven? Is it retailer based, unbiased? Community level data, answer oriented. It's trust building, it's partnership building, it's all of those things. And so with HighQ, we can work to tell the truth in agriculture on what's happening on those fields and give you a good way to be able to manage that data and review it. So efficient data management, and when I talk about that, to wrap up here, creating a quick data capture environment, seamlessly cleaning the data sets to different standards that organizations would want to clean that data. Standardized product database, which we know is important so that all the data coming in means something and we can output it. And then automated publishing of that field data once it goes through that process. So that's something that's very important to us, something that's very important to HighQ, and we feel is important to the industry. And what we're getting out of this is we're better serving the grower. We're providing best practices and benchmarking from a grower benchmarking themselves against their other fields, their other farms, to benchmarking as an organization. So as an organization, a retailer servicing that grower, we feel it's important to know, we've got all these different exports and, that list goes on, but it's important to know if we're doing the right thing. Is what we're recommending to these growers truly working? And the way that we can prove that out is with equal offsetting data sets. Is my variable rate program how do I sell that? It can be a sales tool. How do I sell my variable rate program? How do I get buy-in? I've got equal offsetting data sets, whether it applies to variable rate, foliar feeds, fungicides, the list goes on and on with how we benchmark what we're doing. Programs, different things that have to do with that. So rounding out that message, 4 bullet points important to managing that data as it pertains to HighQ and AgWorks, which we already talked about here. And so that's what we're working to bring with HighQ to the industry and telling the truth in agriculture. So that's it for me. I wrapped through it in 5 minutes, I hope, and thank you.
Thanks, Matt.